Let's see if I can make it through this video without mentioning other people's children. Do you think we could do it? I do. What's up, everybody? This is Madison, and I wanted to talk to you about something that affects everyone. And when I say everyone, I mean everyone. This is something that affects every gender, every sexuality, every race, every creed, every religion, every type of human being ever on this planet. Yes, even you asexual people, you guys are included. This is something that affects everyone. Now, don't get me wrong, I wish it wasn't that way. I wish it wasn't something that affected everyone. I wish it was better than that. I wish that there was a way that this just ended. Now, I know my one video isn't going to make a difference. It's not going to make it stop. But maybe if we just talk about it more, we'll make some progress. Stop using sex as a weapon. Just stop. Stop using sex as a weapon. That's just such common sense to me. Yet, somehow, sex has become this thing people want to use against each other. Sex shouldn't be a weapon. Sex should be enjoyable, painful even, in the best ways. Sex should be fun. Sex should be consensual. Sex should be safe. Sex should be between 2, 3, 10 people who want to be there, openly participating in it and enjoying it. That is what sex should be, always. Always. But it's not. It's not always that way. I've dealt with personally and seen other people deal with personally a lot of issues revolving around sex. And most of these issues revolve also around sex that didn't happen or didn't happen the way they wanted it to. To me, I can't imagine telling someone that I had sex with them if I didn't. To me, I can't imagine making someone have sex if they told me they didn't want to. To me, I can't understand getting someone just out of their mind, drunk or high or what have you, to get them to do sex in which they wouldn't normally do with you. If you were to go to Google right now and just simply look up the term rape allegations, your Google would be filled to the brim with stories of all kinds of people. A lot of them would probably be celebrities because those are the ones that are publicized. But there's a lot that don't get talked about because they're not big enough to be talked about. I want to talk about a couple of things that have happened to me personally. The first time that I found out that someone said they had sex with me when they didn't, I had just graduated high school. He was somebody who was a friend of mine, but not a good friend, just a friend. I had talked to him in school before I graduated. He was an underclassman. I thought he was a nice guy. I thought that he was my friend. I found out that he was telling people still in high school that we had met at a party and had sex. I had never even been to a party at this point in my life. This has been an ongoing story for me. People telling other people that they've had sex with me when we hadn't. Of course, I think it makes it easier to believe when you have a persona online like I do. When you're sexy all the time or post pictures like I do, it makes it easier for people to imagine me being, well, easy. Right? But an online persona doesn't mean squat when it comes to whether or not I slept with someone. An online persona doesn't mean squat when it comes to whether or not I wanted to sleep with someone. I have had 2 sexual assaults and 1 rape happen to me as well. There's a reason that I did the Me Too shoot. It wasn't for publicity. It was because it meant something to me. Because I've had things happen to me that have happened to a lot of people. And we should talk about them. I've had a number of times occur in my life where a man has told another woman that he has slept with me in an effort to either make her jealous, make her angry, make her insecure. Just a year ago, I had a model that I worked with tell another model that he was dating at the time that he had slept with me. This man and I had never had sexual contact, ever. That model now absolutely loathes me as a person. We could have been friends, who knows? But because somebody decided to tell another person that they had sexual contact with me when they didn't, my relationship was permanently changed with that girl. I also recently had a situation in which somebody did something stupid, and when they got caught, pointed a finger my direction. That it was all me. I'm horrible. I'm disgusting. What's funny is when I publicly denounced this person, I had numerous women come to me and tell me he did the same thing to them. Over and over and over, this person seems to get away with treating women horribly, lying about their sexual relationship, and then continuing on with their life. I guess I just don't understand how you could just get away with something like that for so long. I don't get it. I really don't. I also had a situation recently where there was someone that I was really, really good friends with, or so I thought, that when the friendship ended, sent me a very long text accusing me of some pretty horrendous things, that I wanted to be with him, that I made sexually charged comments at him, that I made him uncomfortable because I wanted him so badly. Then he posted the screenshot of that text message on Twitter as if it was real and fact. And then on top of that, made a video about me talking about an affair that I had and had already publicly talked about before 4 years ago, thinking that he could do some kind of damage to my reputation because of a mistake. And yes, I have said it was a mistake. I've never excused it. That I made a long time ago. Now, this video isn't for me or all about me either. Just in the last week, I've seen a few of my friends be publicly accused of things that they may or may not have done. Sure, according to them, they didn't do it, because everyone says that they didn't do it. But the problem is that we have so many people accusing people of doing things they didn't do that you never really know who did. We have people walking around telling someone, this person did this to me, or this person and I did this together, when it never even happened. It puts other people where those things did happen in a very particular situation where they have to show real substantial proof to tell anyone that something happened. Mind you, a lot of the times that something happened, there isn't proof of it. And we just have to figure it out. It's hard to navigate in a world where people use sex as a weapon. People use sex to slander other people. People use sex to create false lies or false hope or false jealousy. Sex should never be a weapon. It just shouldn't be. Sex should be magical. Every time. Well, not every time is going to be magical, but in a perfect world, it should be. This is about don't use sex as a weapon. I can only say it so many times, but I can't at the same time. I only want to say it as many times as I can get it out in this short period of time that I'm talking to you. Sex is not a weapon. Stop using it as one. If you are someone, whether it's a man or a woman, using sex as a weapon, stop. Just stop. There should be no reason to accuse someone of having sexual relations with another person. There's no reason to accuse someone of rape. There's no reason to claim that someone wanted to have sex with you. There's no reason to claim that someone wanted to have sex with you and you didn't and they were horrible. There's no reason to say, I had sex with that person, if they're not true things. Talking about sex is healthy. Talking about your sexual relationships on the internet that's up to you. But talking about sexual relations or sexual things that didn't happen is disgusting. Period. And doing sexual things to someone who didn't ask for it is way, way more disgusting too. Lastly, I know there's been a thing going around right now about a cosplayer in the community, and I won't name who it is. But I just want to put out there, considering who this cosplayer is, women do these things too. We're not innocent, ladies. I've seen it happen. False reports, false claims, all of it. This isn't directed at just men. All of us need to be better. And all of us need to stop. Sex is not a weapon. Period. And I guess I managed to get through this video without mentioning anyone's name or their children, or any of their private information. So strange how that's possible. I never would have guessed. Have a good day, you guys.